It's Beer and Food O'Clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a can of Brooklyn Lager coming in at 5.2% ABV, brewed in New York City. I have not drank a Brooklyn Lager in probably about 8 years. This stuff, when I first reviewed this stuff in a bottle, it had to be sent to me by America, by somebody who used to watch the channel over in America, sent me a bottle of this and I got to review it. Now you can get a Brooklyn Lager more or less anywhere in the UK. The last time I reviewed it, it was in a bottle. I'm interested to see what it's like in a can. We have to pair it with some Nando's Peri Peri Spicy Crisps, 90 grams. Looking forward to these. But first of all, I'm parched. Let's get the beer out into a glass, see what we get. Thank you very much to Brooklyn Brewery for sending me the beer. They sent me a really nice gift box. I'll show you now in a bit. It's very Welsh, wasn't it? Show you now in a bit. Or now in a minute. 1 to 2 finger white head. Golden amber in colour. It looks very similar to what it did 8 years ago. I probably look a little bit younger. Good levels of carbonation. There's a slight haze in there. Let's get the aroma. Clarity's good, more or less. Aroma. A bit of toffee malt going on. A little bit of spiciness. Definitely hoppy. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh. First beer of the day. Very nice, very nice. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a kind of a German Dunkel style ale. Doesn't have the German yeast strain. It's definitely an American yeast strain. It's a very clean yeast strain, but yeah, it's got that kind of almost Dunkel-like feel about it. It's a darker lager than, of course, your general, they call them premium lagers, don't they? Your light golden fizzy rice style beers. This is what Brooklyn Brewery are renowned for. This probably makes up, if I was to have a guess at it, that's probably 90% of what they produce is Brooklyn Lager. And I can see why. It's better than the so-called premium lagers. You know, it's an American beer. Let's compare them with other American brands. Your Budweisers, your Millers, your Coors Light, that sort of thing. This is a far better beer than that kind of premium lager style of beer. Beer for the masses, if you like. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth. Malty, toffee, nice and bitter on the back end. I didn't have time to look at my review from 8 years ago to see what I thought of it back then. I'm not sure if I was kind of calling it a hoppy lager back then, whether I was kind of looking at it as an American craft beer, craft lager with lots of American hops. Can't remember. Comment in the comments box if you can remember this lager being a little bit hoppier than it is. I'm finding there's a lot of bitter in hops in there, but I'm not finding there's an awful, there's some stinging nettle flavour going on, but there's not an awful amount of kind of grapefruit and lemon peel and orange peel. Did Brooklyn Lager ever taste like that? It's been too long for me to remember. but a nice lager all the same. Let's pair it with these crisps. Peri Peri Ridge Cut Spicy Chicken Crisps. 90 grams, so big bag straight away. And have a look inside. What are you doing, Nando's? What are you doing to me? There you go. That's the amount of crisps in the bag. So over half the bag is empty. 90 grams of crisps. Oh well. Daylight robbery. That's the look of them. Let's dive in. Yeah. It's got like a very Caribbean continental flavour to it. There's some lime. Pickle flavours. Mustards. Spices. This is these are quite nice, and they got a nice burn to them on the back end as well. Seen these in my local. I don't know about you guys, if you're watching from the UK, the local, it's a Nisa. Have you heard of Nisa? The local Nisa shops these days seems to have a massive variety of stuff in them. It used to be like all Bobby's crisps years ago, and Burger Bites and Space Raiders and that sort of thing, and just general stuff. But now you can go and pick up some Nando's spicy chicken ridge cut crisps for £1. They're not a letdown. They are not a letdown at all. Lovely and crunchy. Goes really well with a beer. I love beer and crisps. My favourite thing, beer and crisps. Real burn to them, real spicy burn. So I'm happy with the flavour. I'm happy with them spicy chili chicken, spicy whatever they call crisps. Spicy chicken crisps from Nando's. Very good, very good. I'm not so... Put them in a smaller bag, Nando's. If you're going to serve them as a 90 gram bag of crisps, don't embarrass yourselves in that's a 150 gram bag of crisps there that you could fill, that you could put 150 grams of crisps in if you want. You've chosen to put 90 grams in and fill them with air, but you know, it's that instant kind of disappointment though, innit, when you open the bag and you realise there's only a few crisps in the bag. And that instant disappointment is going to stick with people. People are not really that stupid, Nando's. And it's a lasting thing. Oh, I really liked them, but they didn't have to rob me because there was only 90 grams in. There was less than half a bag of crisps there. Nando's, you need to be thinking quicker and better than that. I understand you're selling them in the local shops and you need to make a profit and they're only £1, but make the bag smaller. Don't do any daylight robbery stuff. It's a bit like Brooklyn Brewery sending me this can of beer with less than half of the can filled with beer. I'd be a bit upset, and you would be too, wouldn't you? Rating for the beer first and foremost. I really like that. Oh, I was going to show you the box. They've sent me 3 cans of Brooklyn Lager and 3 cans of the Defender IPA in this rather nice kind of like suitcase style thing. And there's all the... I might use it to file my accounts in. There's a look at the other beer they sent me. Look out for the review coming shortly. Or if you're watching this in years in the future, I'll be pairing it with some Levi Roots Reggae crisps. 90 grams, filled with air, probably made by the same company. Rating for the beer then, I still like it. I wouldn't have a clue what my rating was for Brooklyn Lager all them years ago was. Wouldn't have a clue. Today's rating, what I have in my hand, what I have is a can of Brooklyn Lager. I kind of wish it had a little bit more. It's got a lot of bittering hops. There's some stinging nettle, kind of nettly flavour on the back end. But I kind of wish it was a little bit more flavoursome in terms of the hop profile and flavour. So I'm going to give that a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 from Brooklyn Lager. The crisps, I would have given them a 9. I would have given them a 9 out of 10. But look, I've had a few. I didn't eat many, did I? I didn't eat many. Look at that. I mean, come on. Really, really tasty crisp. But I just feel like I've been robbed by the giant bag that I bought. For that reason, I'm going to take a couple of marks away. I'm also going to give that a 7 out of 10. If I felt Nando's didn't rob me with a massive bag, I probably would have given them a 9 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.